Completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Henry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the move to his left. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on third down. Henry, flush to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the bootleg, Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Henry. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman.
I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Henry. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking deep for Crabtree. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 42.